Hey, it's Tupac, and I'm back in Dysfunctional Systems, and today is Wednesday. I didn't put a video out on Monday. I'm sorry. I had stuff happen, and I couldn't do it. So I apologize. And I felt bad because it was right after I put out my video saying, hey, the video's gonna be on Monday. So yeah, sorry. Anyways, now it's back. Then, is this the route? I mean, it sure does suck that these people are poor, really. Though honestly, if they've been this way for so long, they should be used to it. What is poor exactly? The television was harping on it earlier, and David was harping on it just now, so I figure it must be important, but you know, it's nonsense to even consider this seriously. I don't understand any of this. The obsession over the economy, the excitement over high wages, none of it makes sense. Poor is not having enough for a snack. Money is a trivial thing. Another thing is that this is not even a major society of the world. That being the case, how come we're dealing with it at all? And Cyrus. What is he thinking dragging me here? He probably only wanted to drink. What can I learn about the whole world just from one person? Not much. Ugh, this is stupid. Ugh, it must be something else. If it's so terrible here, I wonder how it is in Gabria. Complete luxury, they live like kings. Even their bums live better than us. Well, that is a filthy thing to say. It's a damn miracle that any of them work at all, with how much they get for free. They get fired? The state takes care of it. They're hurt? The state covers it. No job to start with? The state. The state will go to the goddamn moons for its precious Gabrians. Can you believe it? People are starving here, and that's the kind of fucking bullshit that... I went and raised my shoulders a little. Oh, sorry. It's okay. I don't really take any offense to swear words or rude language, but my dad was never terribly fond of them, and I've grown unused to their bite. The harsher ones, anyway. It's a bit shocking to hear one in that tone. I decide to take a look back at the television, feeling embarrassed on David's behalf for reasons beyond my immediate comprehension. It airs the same sport for all of 4 seconds before cutting out. When the picture returns, a twisty and intricate crest, a duck flying over his sword and pickaxe looks like, appears on the screen, set against a noble blue. This noise it's making, this is what my TV used to do whenever there was like a tornado warning in the area. But it wasn't really in my area. If there was a tornado in the state, it was like, hey, I'm going to beep and not let you watch TV. So yeah, I don't like this sound. Could this be a team logo? An address to the audience from the coach and captain. Ooh, I want to see. I lean back a few feet from the counter until I'm supporting myself only slightly with my fingers and mostly with the stool's two hind legs. Honestly, the warmth of the beer has not completely dissipated. David, what is that? Holy... George, turn it up. No, don't turn it up. The person who is wiping glasses behind the counter raises his eyebrows slightly and then reaches listlessly for the remote. When it is in his hands, he turns and gives the television a tired glance. The crest on the screen wakes his eyes immediately, and soon he is mashing the volume up. Hey, don't do that. I hear David shifting at my right, and it sounds as though he's turning in the direction of Cyrus and the other man. Clark, get over here. Oh, so that's the man's name, Clark. Clark and Cyrus look at David strangely, and then strangely look at one another, and then they begin rushing over. I find their antics confusing and unwarranted. What's the big deal over this? In a few moments, the whole gaggle of men surrounds the television. Even the waiter has stopped cleaning tables to watch. I knew that sports were popular and all, but this is a little bit much, isn't it? This is the emergency broadcast system. This is not a test. Please pay close attention to the following message. Oh. The message will begin in 40 seconds. This is the emergency broadcast system. This is not a test. Please pay close attention to the following message. The message will begin in 30 seconds. Goodness, this is it, isn't it? It. The thing. The problem. Well, no. No, I'm not ready for this. Cleaning out garbage is one thing, but this is completely another thing. And I don't even know what exactly. That looks like a mockingjay. That's what that reminds me of. Mockingjay pin. I search Cyrus's eyes for something to comfort my spirits, but I find nothing and do not know why I bothered at all. His face is indiscernible as ever, aside from the serious brow and lip, of course. The message will begin in 10 seconds. Crap. The message will now play. The crest vanishes, revealing a man in a suit at a desk, a dapper brown suit, and a large brown desk. I imagine he must be important, as the crest from before is quite brazenly carved into the wood of his furniture. As for the man himself, he looks older than Cyrus, which is ancient at worst and age 60 at least. He looks very tired. His face is worn and his expression does nothing for the mood. He does have some fake-looking hair, though. That's pretty funny. I almost have a small chuckle, but given the severe expressions of my company, I decide it would be best to stifle it. Brighton, we have endured. As a people, as a country, as a workforce, we have endured these past 120 years. Surely you are all very, very tired. I, my people, my friends, am very, very tired. The word sobering meant little to me before this, but I completely understand it at this moment. The way this man carries himself, his speech, and his dour voice have all combined to chill the warmth from my head. I set my stool back down and have an actual seat, looking up at the monitor with a certain intensity. The man has me engaged. I'm tired of the media portraying our common man the fool, an ignorant sort all too glad to do the deeds of his betters. Tired of these foreign companies providing us work and wages that we'll celebrate for only pennies more. Tired of hearing my people say in passing and in a normalcy, "No, I do not know if we will eat today, perhaps tomorrow." Brighton, I am tired of our masters. I am so tired. People of Brighton, we have grown so used to freedom we've forgotten that we are not free. This chair and this desk, this stage of an office on which I play my part is evidence of that. I offer a serious and composed look to Cyrus. If I am understanding correctly, and I can't say I'm one for understanding much of anything on this world, it seems like this leader here is not much of a leader as he might like. Which frankly I don't quite get. The way leadership works back home, at least on the large scale, is that several especially intelligent and reasonable people rule over all of us. The idea of power not being enough, or being famed, seems complicated to me. Like, what's the point? Why the show? I'd like to ask Cyrus about it, but he isn't returning my gaze, and instead remains focused on the television. I suppose I'll just have to keep listening. But I'm not here to tell you the troubles of our state. I'm not here to tell you the glory of our fathers. I'm here to confirm the quiet whispers through the alleys and the weird murmurs of Gabrean elite. Pardon? Consider this a threat. People of Gabrea, you have 4 hours to comply with my demands, or a nuclear weapon will be launched at your country. That can't be good. Winter, come here for a minute. I rise and step over to my mentor, feeling surprisingly clear-headed and befuddled all at once. He takes me from the counter, leaving the three gentlemen to discuss whatever is exactly that the man on the television just brought up. A nuclear weapon? The hell is that? What does Barnaby think he's doing? Can't believe he really did it. What kind of place does he think this is? Sir, could you please break down just what happened? I'm kind of lost here. Winter. I know we've only just arrived, but did you look at the files you were given at all? I did. Have you been paying attention to anything out here? I have. You have. That explains who that man is. Explain anything. Don't put me on the spot like that. The leader of Brighton, Sir, President Barnaby. He's angry about Gabria. I'm not an idiot. Gracious, why can't I articulate or explain it any better? I just wanted to clarify some things because I'm shadowing you. Sorry, I reacted out of impulse. I forget how unprepared life in our world can leave us for these things. His tone shook me up quite a bit. I'm shivering a little. I was gonna lie and say, I understand, but I'm having a lot of trouble speaking right now. I want to go home. Winter, you may not have realized the severity of this situation. This isn't going to be a community service like your first assignment. I know that. Hey, straight, Harrison. Well, I might be frank. Brace yourself, because there may be a lot of people dying soon. Dying? But... I'm shocked, honestly. I figured those rumors I heard from Clark were only that. Hold it. Death? I just thought... As far as we knew, this world hadn't even developed nuclear weapons yet. What did I think? He said weapon. Am I daft? Though there are strides in utilizing nuclear fusion for electricity, I suppose it was only a matter of time. People are going to die? Is people dying? Just slow down for a second. I suppose that's what comes with our job. Not everything can be in dossiers, right? We smooth out the creases and bring chaos to order. Slow it down. Calm down. Though sudden wars really are rare. War? My mind starts to tremble and my heart tries to explode from my chest. I definitely can't handle this. War isn't something I'm supposed to take care of. Shut up. Don't excite the locals. I cover my mouth and raise my shoulders. Of course they're looking for a war. You can't believe people dying is just a commonality. Do you even think properly? I'm finding it incredibly hard to do anything properly right now. Shaking, I turn to see the people at the counter. They thankfully are still engrossed in the president's speech. I look back at Cyrus and speak softly through my fingers. Shouldn't I go home? Yeah. Oh. This was supposed to be something like diplomacy. It goes to show you how important it is to get a look at the situation yourself. Anyway, if what I heard was right, we don't have the time to get you out of here without causing a scene. As you should know, interplanar shifts take longer to prepare than just moving from place to place. But I'll protect you no matter what happens, Winter. And you know how to escape if you really must. Yes. I don't know if I want to do that anymore, though. If he's talking about maybe dying. Of course, we don't have a lot of time in general. His demands I couldn't care less about, but this deadline. 4 hours. Consider this a powerful lesson and come with me. We proceed to exit the bar without saying goodbye. It seems like this is the time to get to work. It's too bad that I'm terrified. We take to the streets at a quick pace, Cyrus leading to wherever. I find it difficult to keep up with him though, and in more ways than one. My head is still swimming from the mention of war. What level is the war, do you think? You mean what level do I think it'll be? It hasn't happened. With any luck, it won't. Luck? I'm thinking this could be something like a 4 on the scale. 4? Oh gracious, 4 is 1 away from 5 and 2 from 6, which is terrible. 6 is very, very terrible. The worst. Even 4, though, a war without rules. Oh, that must be particularly gross. That is a very disturbing prospect, so disturbing that I grab my hair and almost shut my eyes. What exactly is this? What will happen? Test. What do you think? Is it really the time for tests? Be appreciative that I'm even doing this work, Winter. What's gonna happen, in my opinion, is whatever his name, Barnaby? Baggus? The president of Brighton. He said, we've got a nuclear bomb, we're gonna bomb you in 4 hours. If Brighton has a bomb, Cabria most likely has more bombs. So Cabria's gonna bomb first. That's why they should probably get out of there. Be appreciative that I'm even doing this work, Winter. He seems so much more angry than before. How irksome. What do I think? What could it be? Well, first of all, Cabria will respond to Brighton's threat. Possibly. Possibly, why wouldn't they? I'll answer that for you, because it might work in their favor to ignore it. I don't get it. Just think, Winter. Okay, just think. Wonderful advice you... Well, maybe they just don't care at all about Brighton, and they'll use this tantrum as an excuse to destroy them. That's... nonsensical, I know. No, but that was right, I think. Keep pointing out how I'm like a fish attempting to walk. No, that's right, Winter. You're right about why they wouldn't respond. What? How absurd. Isn't Cabria a leech on Brighton's back? They need Brighton, so why would they want to destroy it? Well, they wouldn't actually destroy Brighton. What they would do is invade and take away what little freedom and independence this country still clings to. Then they would be able to take advantage of the citizens in ways unprecedented. What a disgusting thought. I can hardly even imagine it. Alright, now here's another question. Why does Brighton think it can take on Cabria? Damn it, Cyrus. It's because they don't have other options. How should I know? The same way you knew the first answer. I was bullshitting. Language. Sorry, sir. Thinking about recent events might help. Goodness, is trying to get me to think in the place of murderers? Those are boots I would not like to fill. I guess I have to, though. You mentioned recent events? I can't think that the minimum wage increase would embolden this country enough to believe they could stand against an obviously superior nation. Especially with how unimpressed the president seems to be about it. Even David wasn't terribly excited. Oh, David. What was it that David had mentioned? Their new army. The person I spoke with, his name was David, and he said that Brighton had gotten a military recently to defend against the border country, Ferdia. He said that it was because Ferdia is dangerous and ignores trees, but isn't it far more likely that his army was actually created to engage with Cabria? With an actual military, and what seems to be a new kind of weapon, at least judging from how the locals reacted, then that would explain their confidence. I think. See, Winter, you are cut out for this. Heh. Okay, guys, I've got to end it here. I know it's a bit short. Sorry. But, we'll continue trying to stop this bomb from going off, or letting it go off. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to play out. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.